Imagine this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, your body a little stiff, your mind already busy with worries about age, health, and the passing of time. You turn on the tap, and for just 2 minutes you let cool water flow over your body. It sounds simple, almost too simple. Yet those 2 minutes can become a powerful message to your heart, your mind, and your entire life. Cold water is not about punishment or discomfort. It is about awakening. When cool water touches your skin, your heart immediately responds. Blood vessels gently tighten, circulation becomes more efficient, and your heart gets a natural workout without strain. For older adults especially, this small daily practice can feel like pressing a reset button. The heart learns to adapt, to respond calmly, and to pump with renewed purpose. In a world where we often fear doing too much, cold water teaches us that small, intentional stress can make us stronger, not weaker. But the real magic is not just physical. The moment you step into cold water, your mind wants to pull away. It says, "This is uncomfortable. Stop." And when you stay anyway, when you breathe slowly and relax your shoulders, something incredible happens. You realize that you are still in control. Your breath steadies, your heart finds its rhythm, and your confidence grows. This is not just about water. This is about reminding yourself that you can handle challenges, even late in life, with grace and calm strength. Think about your heart as a loyal companion that has been with you every day of your life. It has carried you through joy, stress, heartbreak, and recovery. 2 minutes of cold water is like saying thank you. It encourages better circulation, supports healthier blood pressure responses, and can even help reduce inflammation over time. Combined with deep breathing, it becomes a gentle form of heart training, one that doesn't require expensive equipment or exhausting routines. Now imagine pairing this simple habit with a nourishing diet. Your heart loves simplicity. Fresh vegetables, colorful fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats feed your blood vessels and keep your arteries flexible. Drinking enough water keeps your blood flowing smoothly, making it easier for your heart to do its job. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Each healthy meal is another quiet promise you make to yourself that your body still matters, that your future still matters. Light exercise plays the same supportive role. A daily walk, gentle stretching, or slow movements in the morning tell your heart that you are alive and engaged. Movement encourages circulation just like cold water does, but in a different way. Together, they create balance. Cold water awakens. Exercise sustains. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can improve endurance, mood, and heart health. It's not about pushing hard, it's about showing up. Lifestyle habits are the invisible foundation beneath it all. Going to bed at a reasonable time, getting enough rest, spending a few quiet moments in the sun, and limiting constant stress all protect your heart. Cold water teaches your nervous system to calm down after stimulation. That lesson carries into the rest of your day. When life feels overwhelming, your body remembers how you breathe through discomfort under cold water. You become more patient, more centered, more resilient. And then there is mindset, perhaps the most powerful heart medicine of all. Aging does not mean decline. It means wisdom, perspective, and the chance to choose yourself again. Every time you step into cool water, you are telling your mind that you are not done. You are telling your heart that it still has a purpose. You are choosing courage over comfort, growth over fear. A positive mindset does not ignore reality. It embraces it with hope. Some days your body may feel tired. Some days your energy may be low. That's okay. Even on those days, 2 minutes of cold water can be a victory. It reminds you that small actions, done daily, can change how you feel about yourself. Confidence grows quietly, one brave choice at a time. Over time, these small habits begin to connect. Cold water in the morning, a nourishing meal, a gentle walk, a calm breath when stress appears, a kind thought toward yourself instead of criticism. Together, they form a lifestyle that supports your heart from every angle, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Your heart listens to everything you do. It listens to how you breathe. It listens to what you eat. It listens to how you move and how you think. 2 minutes of cold water is not a miracle cure, but it is a powerful signal. It says, I am still here, I am still capable, I am still moving forward. 2 minutes of cold water may sound insignificant, yet for the heart it represents a powerful, natural signal to become stronger, more responsive, and more efficient, especially as we grow older. When cold water touches the skin, the body immediately reacts by gently tightening blood vessels, a process known as vasoconstriction. This is not harmful stress, but a controlled, beneficial challenge that encourages the heart to pump blood more effectively. As circulation improves, oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently throughout the body, supporting vital organs and tissues that rely on steady blood flow. For older adults, This response is especially important because circulation naturally slows with age, and the heart benefits from any safe method that helps it adapt and stay resilient. Cold water also encourages a healthy cardiovascular reflex. As the body adjusts to the temperature, the heart rate initially changes and then stabilizes, teaching the heart how to respond calmly under mild stress. Over time, this repeated exposure can improve heart adaptability, which is a key factor in long-term heart health. Rather than overwhelming the body with intense exercise or sudden exertion, cold water offers a gentle yet meaningful stimulus that works with the body instead of against it. This makes it accessible to people who may feel limited by joint pain, fatigue, or fear of overexertion. Another important effect of cold water is its influence on circulation patterns. Blood is encouraged to move from the surface of the skin toward the vital organs, and when the body warms again, fresh blood returns to the extremities. This natural pumping action supports healthier blood vessels and can help maintain elasticity in the arteries. Elastic arteries allow the heart to work with less resistance, reducing unnecessary strain and supporting more balanced blood pressure responses. Over time, this can contribute to a feeling of warmth, energy, and improved endurance in daily life. The heart is deeply connected to the nervous system, and cold water helps strengthen this relationship. When practiced with slow, controlled breathing, cold exposure activates the calming branch of the nervous system, helping regulate heart rhythm and emotional responses. This is why many people feel clear, headed, and energized after cold water rather than stressed. The heart learns that it can face sudden changes without panic, an ability that carries into daily situations such as emotional stress or physical effort. This practice is often emphasized by health educators like Dr. Alan Mandell, who highlight the importance of simple, consistent habits over extreme interventions. Cold water does not require special equipment, medication, or long hours of effort. It requires only intention and consistency. 2 minutes a day sends a message to the heart that it is still capable of growth, adaptation, and strength, reinforcing the idea that aging does not mean decline, but refinement and resilience built through small daily choices that quietly support cardiovascular vitality and inner confidence. Cold exposure has a powerful and often underestimated effect on the nervous system, and this is where its deepest connection to heart health truly begins. When cold water first touches the body, the nervous system reacts instantly, sending signals that would normally trigger tension, shallow breathing, and a stress response. This is the moment where awareness becomes important. By slowing the breath, relaxing the jaw, and keeping the body still, the brain receives a different message, one that says safety, control, and calm. This intentional response activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the calming branch responsible for rest, recovery, and heart rhythm regulation. Instead of panic, the heart learns steadiness, and instead of fear, the body learns trust. For older adults, this training is especially valuable because the nervous system often becomes more sensitive to stress with age. Everyday challenges such as loud noises, emotional worries, or physical exertion can trigger elevated heart rates and blood pressure spikes. Cold water, when approached mindfully, becomes a rehearsal for these moments. The body experiences a controlled stressor and practices returning to balance. Over time, this repetition improves heart rate variability, a key indicator of cardiovascular resilience and nervous system health. A heart that can quickly adjust and recover is a heart that ages more gracefully. Breathing plays a central role in this process. Deep, slow breaths during cold exposure stimulate the vagus nerve, a major pathway connecting the brain to the heart. When this nerve is activated, the heart rate naturally slows, blood pressure stabilizes, and a sense of calm spreads through the body. This is why many people notice a feeling of mental clarity and emotional grounding after cold water rather than agitation. The nervous system learns that discomfort does not require resistance, only presence. This lesson carries forward into daily life, making emotional stress easier to manage and reducing the long-term burden on the heart. Another benefit of nervous system training through cold water is improved emotional regulation. Stress hormones like cortisol place strain on the heart when they remain elevated for long periods. By regularly practicing calm responses during cold exposure, the body becomes more efficient at shutting down unnecessary stress reactions. This reduces chronic inflammation, supports healthier sleep patterns, and allows the heart to recover more fully between challenges. The result is not just physical resilience, but emotional stability, which is deeply protective for cardiovascular health. Health educators such as Dr. Alan Mandell often emphasize that the body thrives on gentle challenges paired with conscious control. Cold water is not about forcing endurance, but about developing communication between the brain, breath, and heart. Each calm breath under cold water strengthens this connection, reminding the body that it is capable of adapting without fear. With daily practice, the nervous system becomes less reactive, the heart becomes more rhythmically balanced, and the mind grows quieter and more confident, creating a powerful foundation for long-term heart health and inner peace. Brief discomfort has a unique way of awakening mental strength, especially when it is chosen intentionally rather than avoided. When an older adult steps into cold water, the body immediately reacts, but the true challenge happens in the mind. Thoughts arise that say this is too uncomfortable, unnecessary, or even impossible. In that exact moment, a decision is made either to retreat or to remain present. Choosing to stay even for a short time becomes a powerful act of self-trust. It sends a clear message to the brain that age has not taken away courage, control, or the ability to grow stronger through experience. Mental strength does not come from dramatic events or extreme challenges. It is built quietly through repeated moments of choosing calm over panic and confidence over doubt. Cold water offers this opportunity in a safe, controlled way. The discomfort is temporary, predictable, and manageable. When the mind learns that it can tolerate and relax within this sensation, it begins to reinterpret other challenges in daily life. Small aches, emotional stress, and fear of limitations lose some of their power because the brain has evidence that discomfort does not equal danger. This process is deeply empowering for older adults who may have been conditioned to believe that aging requires constant caution and avoidance. While wisdom and care are important, fear-based living slowly erodes confidence. Cold exposure practiced mindfully restores a sense of agency. It reminds the individual that strength is not measured by speed or force, but by composure and awareness. Each calm breath taken during discomfort reinforces mental clarity and emotional resilience. Confidence grows not because the cold becomes easier, but because the response becomes steadier. The mind learns that it can guide the body rather than react to it. This shift has far-reaching effects. Anxiety decreases, decision-making improves, and self-belief strengthens. The heart benefits as well because mental stress directly influences heart rhythm and blood pressure. A calmer mind creates a calmer heart, and this connection becomes more reliable with practice. There is also a subtle but profound psychological benefit in keeping promises to oneself. When someone commits to 2 minutes of cold water and follows through, it builds self-respect. That sense of integrity carries into other healthy choices such as eating better, moving more, and speaking more kindly to oneself. The mind begins to associate discipline with care rather than punishment, which is essential for long-term well-being. Educators like Dr. Mandell often remind people that the brain remains adaptable throughout life. Mental toughness is not reserved for youth. It is refined with age when paired with awareness and intention. Cold water becomes a daily reminder that growth is still possible, that strength can be gentle, and that confidence does not fade unless it is abandoned. With each brief encounter with discomfort, the mind learns resilience, patience, and self-belief, creating a renewed sense of inner power that supports emotional health, heart balance, and a deeper trust in one's ability to face life calmly and courageously. Cold water becomes even more powerful for the heart when it is supported by a nourishing, heart-friendly diet, because the heart does not respond to one habit in isolation, but to the total message it receives from daily choices. When cold exposure stimulates circulation and gently challenges blood vessels, the nutrients carried in the blood determine how well the heart and arteries can respond and recover. Whole, natural foods provide the building blocks that keep blood vessels flexible, reduce inflammation, and support steady energy levels, allowing the benefits of cold water to reach deeper into the cardiovascular system. Fresh vegetables and fruits supply antioxidants that protect blood vessels from oxidative stress, which naturally increases with age. When circulation improves through cold exposure, these protective compounds are delivered more efficiently throughout the body, supporting healthier arteries and smoother blood flow. Whole grains help stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing sharp spikes that strain the heart over time. Healthy fats from foods like olive oil, nuts, seeds, and avocado support the structure of cell membranes and help reduce chronic inflammation, making it easier for the heart to maintain a steady rhythm and efficient pumping action. Hydration also plays a critical role in this partnership. Cold water stimulates circulation, but without enough fluids in the body, the blood becomes thicker and harder for the heart to move. Drinking adequate water throughout the day keeps blood flowing smoothly, reduces unnecessary strain on the heart, and enhances the invigorating effects of cold exposure. Even mild dehydration can increase heart workload, which is why simple habits like sipping water regularly can quietly protect cardiovascular health. A balanced diet also supports the nervous system, which works closely with the heart during cold exposure. Minerals such as magnesium and potassium found in leafy greens, legumes, and fruits help regulate heart rhythm and muscle relaxation. When these nutrients are present, the body adapts more calmly to cold stress, allowing the heart to respond with steadiness rather than tension. This creates a smoother transition between stimulation and recovery, which is essential for long-term heart resilience. For older adults, food choices often carry emotional weight shaped by years of habits and beliefs. Shifting toward a heart-supportive diet does not require restriction or fear. It requires intention and kindness. Each nourishing meal reinforces the message already sent by cold water that the body is worth caring for and capable of renewal. When healthy eating becomes an act of self-respect rather than control, it aligns naturally with other positive habits. Health educators like Dr. Mandell often emphasize that the body heals best when simplicity replaces extremes. Cold water challenges the heart gently, and whole foods support it consistently. Together, they create an environment where the heart can adapt, recover, and function with greater ease. Over time, this combination strengthens not only physical health but also confidence as individuals begin to feel the quiet power of daily choices working together in harmony to support circulation, vitality, and a deeper sense of trust in the body's ability to thrive at any age. Consistent movement plays a vital role in supporting heart health, especially when combined with the invigorating effects of cold exposure. While cold water awakens the cardiovascular system and sharpens circulation through a brief stimulus, gentle exercise sustains that momentum throughout the day. For older adults, this balance is essential because the heart thrives on regular activity without excessive strain. Simple movements such as walking, slow stretching, or relaxed mobility exercises keep blood flowing, joints lubricated, and muscles engaged, allowing the heart to work efficiently and steadily. When the body moves, muscles act like natural pumps, assisting the heart in circulating blood back toward the center of the body. This reduces the workload on the heart while improving oxygen delivery to tissues. After cold exposure, circulation is already stimulated, and light exercise helps distribute that fresh blood more evenly, preventing stiffness and promoting warmth. This gentle rhythm between stimulation and movement supports vascular health and encourages better endurance over time. One of the most important benefits of light exercise is its effect on consistency. Unlike intense workouts that can feel intimidating or exhausting, gentle movement is approachable and sustainable. Older adults are more likely to maintain a habit that feels supportive rather than punishing. Even short sessions of movement build confidence and reinforce a sense of capability. Each walk or stretch becomes a reminder that the body is still functional, responsive, and worthy of care. Movement also plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure and heart rhythm. Regular light exercise helps the heart maintain elasticity and responsiveness, reducing sudden spikes caused by stress or inactivity. Combined with the nervous system training gained from cold water exposure, exercise further supports calm cardiovascular responses. The heart learns to adjust smoothly rather than react sharply, which is essential for long-term heart stability. Beyond physical benefits, light exercise has a powerful emotional impact. Movement releases endorphins that elevate mood and reduce anxiety, both of which directly influence heart health. A calmer emotional state lowers stress hormones that can strain the heart over time. When exercise is viewed as a form of nourishment rather than obligation, it becomes easier to integrate into daily life and more enjoyable to maintain. Educators like Dr. Mandell often remind people that the heart responds best to rhythm, not extremes. Gentle movement creates that rhythm, reinforcing the benefits of cold exposure without overwhelming the system. Over time, this combination fosters greater stamina, improved circulation, and a stronger connection between body and mind. Each small movement adds to a growing foundation of resilience, helping older adults feel more confident, energized, and capable of supporting their heart through daily habits that respect the body's natural pace and capacity. Daily lifestyle habits quietly shape the health of the heart, often more powerfully than occasional big efforts or dramatic changes. The heart responds not only to what happens during moments of exercise or cold exposure, but to how the body is treated throughout the entire day. Consistent sleep, regular periods of rest, exposure to natural light, and the ability to manage stress all create the internal environment in which the heart must function. For older adults, these habits become increasingly important because recovery and balance matter more than intensity. Quality sleep allows the heart to slow down, repair, and reset. During deep rest, blood pressure naturally lowers, heart rate stabilizes, and stress hormones decrease. Without enough restorative sleep, the heart remains in a semi-alert state, increasing wear over time. Establishing a calming evening routine, limiting late night stimulation, and honoring the body's need for rest all send a message of safety to the nervous system, allowing the heart to recover fully. Cold water earlier in the day can even support better sleep by improving nervous system balance and promoting a clearer separation between activity and rest. Stress management is another invisible but powerful heart protector. Chronic stress keeps the heart in a constant state of tension, elevating heart rate and blood pressure even during rest. Simple habits such as slow breathing, quiet reflection, or spending time in nature can interrupt this cycle. When the nervous system feels supported, the heart responds with steadier rhythms and greater efficiency. Cold exposure teaches the body how to calm itself after stimulation, and lifestyle habits reinforce this lesson throughout the day. Sunlight exposure also plays a role in heart health by regulating circadian rhythms and supporting vitamin D levels, which are linked to cardiovascular function. Gentle time outdoors improves mood, reduces stress, and encourages natural movement, all of which benefit the heart. Even short moments in the morning or late afternoon light helps synchronize the body's internal clock, making it easier for the heart to follow healthy patterns of activity and rest. Limiting harmful habits is just as important as building positive ones. Reducing excessive sugar, processed foods, and constant mental overstimulation eases the burden on the heart. These choices do not need to be perfect to be effective. Each small adjustment creates more space for recovery and balance. Lifestyle habits work cumulatively, meaning that even modest improvements practiced consistently can produce meaningful changes over time. Health educators such as Dr. Alan Mandell often emphasize that healing happens in the quiet moments between actions. The heart thrives on rhythm, predictability, and care. When daily habits support calm, rest, and balance, the heart no longer needs to struggle against constant pressure. Over time, these gentle choices create a stable foundation where cold water exposure, light exercise, and healthy eating can fully express their benefits, allowing the heart to function with greater ease, resilience, and quiet strength throughout the later years of life. A positive mindset acts as one of the most powerful forms of heart support because the heart is deeply influenced by thoughts, emotions, and beliefs about aging and health. When older adults view aging as decline, the body often follows that narrative through tension, fear, and reduced motivation. Stress hormones rise, breathing becomes shallow, and the heart works harder than it needs to. A hopeful, compassionate mindset shifts this internal environment, allowing the heart to operate with more ease, balance, and confidence. The way a person thinks about their body becomes the way the body responds over time. Choosing a positive mindset does not mean denying challenges or pretending discomfort does not exist. It means responding to reality with encouragement rather than fear. When the mind focuses on what is still possible instead of what has been lost, the nervous system relaxes. This calm state directly supports heart rhythm and blood pressure regulation. The heart thrives when it feels safe, and safety begins in the mind. Each encouraging thought becomes a signal that reduces internal resistance and supports smoother cardiovascular function. For older adults, mindset often shapes behavior more than physical ability. A person who believes improvement is still possible is more likely to practice healthy habits such as cold exposure, gentle movement, nourishing food, and restful sleep. These actions reinforce confidence, creating a positive feedback loop. The heart responds favorably to consistency, and consistency grows naturally from belief. When self-talk becomes supportive rather than critical, motivation strengthens without force. Emotional resilience is another key benefit of a positive mindset. Life inevitably brings stress, loss, and uncertainty, especially with age. How these experiences are processed determines their impact on heart health. Holding on to gratitude, purpose, and self-compassion reduces chronic emotional stress, which is one of the greatest burdens on the heart. When emotional tension softens, the heart rate steadies and the body recovers more efficiently from daily challenges. A positive mindset also restores a sense of identity beyond age or diagnosis. Many older adults begin to define themselves by limitations rather than strengths. Shifting focus toward inner growth, wisdom, and adaptability reawakens purpose. Purpose has been strongly associated with better cardiovascular outcomes because it encourages engagement with life. A heart connected to meaning beats with more vitality and consistency. Practices like cold water exposure become symbolic as well as physical when paired with a healthy mindset. Each calm breath under discomfort reinforces self-belief and emotional stability. The mind learns that it can guide the body rather than fear it. This lesson extends into daily life, making stress more manageable and decisions more grounded. Health educators like Dr. Alan Mandell often emphasize that healing is not only physical but emotional and mental. The body listens closely to the stories the mind repeats, When those stories are rooted in hope, patience, and self-respect, the heart responds with resilience and balance. A positive mindset becomes daily medicine, quietly shaping healthier choices, calmer reactions, and a deeper trust in the body's ability to adapt and thrive well into later life. Small daily actions have a remarkable ability to shape long-term heart health because the heart responds best to consistency rather than intensity. When habits are simple and repeatable, they become part of daily life instead of temporary efforts. 2 minutes of cold water, a short walk, a nourishing meal, or a few calm breaths may seem insignificant on their own, but together they send a steady message of care and awareness to the heart. Over time, these messages accumulate, guiding the heart toward balance, efficiency, and resilience without overwhelming the body. The power of small actions lies in their ability to reduce resistance. Large, dramatic changes often trigger fear, doubt, or exhaustion, especially for older adults who may already feel cautious about their limits. Small habits feel safe and achievable. When a person knows they can succeed each day, confidence grows naturally. That confidence reduces stress, and reduced stress directly benefits the heart by lowering unnecessary strain on blood vessels and heart rhythm. The heart begins to operate from a place of steadiness rather than constant adaptation to extremes. Consistency also trains the nervous system to expect balance. When the body receives regular signals of movement, nourishment, and calm, it stops reacting as if every stimulus is an emergency. Heart rate becomes more stable, blood pressure responds more smoothly, and recovery between challenges improves. This rhythm is essential for aging well. The heart does not need to be pushed hard to grow stronger. It needs to be supported gently and regularly. Small actions create momentum in mindset as well. When someone commits to daily habits and follows through, self-trust deepens. That trust encourages further positive choices, forming a cycle of improvement that feels natural rather than forced. Each habit reinforces the belief that health is still within reach, that effort still matters, and that progress is possible at any age. The heart benefits from this emotional stability as much as from physical habits, because emotional stress is one of the greatest contributors to cardiovascular strain. Another strength of small daily actions is their adaptability. On days when energy is low, habits can be adjusted without being abandoned. 2 minutes can remain 2 minutes. A short walk can become gentle stretching. This flexibility prevents guilt and discouragement, allowing habits to remain intact even during challenging periods. The heart responds positively to this steadiness because inconsistency often creates stress cycles that disrupt cardiovascular balance. Health educators like Dr. Mandell frequently emphasize that the body heals through repetition and patience. Cold water exposure, light exercise, nourishing food, and a calm mindset are not meant to deliver instant transformation. They are meant to work quietly in the background, strengthening the heart a little each day. Over weeks and months, these small efforts improve circulation, emotional resilience, and overall vitality in ways that feel natural and sustainable. When older adults embrace the idea that small actions matter, health becomes less intimidating and more personal. Each day becomes an opportunity rather than a test. The heart senses this shift and responds with greater ease and confidence. Long-term heart health is not built in moments of extreme effort, but in daily choices that honor the body's needs and rhythms, allowing strength, balance, and vitality to grow steadily through simple acts repeated with care and intention. So the next time you hesitate, remember this. Growth often begins with a small moment of discomfort. Strength often arrives quietly, and sometimes the most powerful change in your heart and your life begins with something as simple as turning the dial to cold, taking a deep breath, and trusting yourself for just 2 minutes.